Today, I have South Africa's favorite Polo GTI, but not just one, I have two. The 2021 and the 2024 facelift. On the surface, they might look exactly the same, but VW changed a few things. Outside, inside, and in the tech. So in this video, we'll be going through all of the changes, keeping track of what I think each car does better. In the end, I will tell you which one I prefer and why. Welcome to the original Polo AW GTI and facelift comparison. But first, let's hear how these cars sound.
Yo, what is up guys? Back with another video today. I am at Barons, Cape Town. This is like in the midst of Cape Town, as you can see behind. I think when you go that side, you go to Victor and Alfred, wherever that is. But I have an interesting video today. A lot of people, they might be interested in the Polo GTI, but you might not know if you want to go with the original version or if you want to go with the facelifted version. So today I'm going to be breaking down all of what's different between these two cars, and quite frankly there might be a lot. It's not just only surface level, but it also goes deep beneath the cars. So I have the two Polo GTIs today. This is the facelift. If you love the facelift, just let me know in the comment section. And this is my car. This is the original one, but this is a 2021 model. If you love this one, you can leave a comment in the description. You can leave a comment below. So we're gonna go through the outside, the inside, and if the power is still the same, which is something that I really want to talk about. But yeah, let's start talking about that. So these cars both have 147 kilowatts, which is around 320 newton meters of torque. If I'm wrong, I'll just put a correction on the screen. But basically these cars are exactly the same when it comes to power. Now, my problem is, if you have noticed, the Golf 8 GTI, which was released recently, it had 180 kilowatts. Now the 8.5 had 190 kilowatts, or 195 actually, which means it's quicker than the 330. And that means VW is able to squeeze more power out of engines. They just decide not to give us the power. But in this case, these are still 147 kilowatts. They're still monstrous. I come from wherever I come from, driving to Cape Town, and while I was driving here, this car was absolutely pulling on the freeway. It was amazing as ever. 147 kilowatts is no joke, guys. It still pulls much power. So it's still 4 cylinders, still a 2-liter, 147 kilowatts, 320 newton meters of torque. So this car is no slouch. I think from 0 to 100 is still 6.7 seconds. Oh, that reminds me, we do have to continue launching this car until we get to 6.7 seconds on the launch from 0 to 100. But that's on another video. Right now, let's get into what's different with this car. So starting from the front, let's start with this one. So after turning the lights on the facelift, you can see in the middle there's like light bar strip which lights up only at night. So you can see the headlights are on right now. The headlights are on, which I switched them on, so that can only go on at night with the headlights on, but during the day it's just those daytime running lights on the side. That looks amazing. The old one now has just a simple clean look, which is just those lights right there, which are daytime running lights, and at night they just dim a bit so that they can allow the headlights to shine through. So that's the first difference that you will notice with this car, is the headlights. So let's go to the tail lights. These are swooshing tail lights, right? They swoosh right there, which I think is a nice touch. Like, okay guys, I'm a sucker for such things. So those ones are swooshing. They have this LED design, which I think is pretty cool. Old ones, which I think they're still pretty cool, by the way. I love these lights, especially at night. But you still have the old blinkers on this one, which are, I hate the fact that they are like classic LEDs, and not LEDs, they are classic like light bulbs instead of LEDs like on that one. So that's my problem. Not really a problem. Even the reverse light is like a light, and that one is like an LED light, which makes it look more cooler than this one. So those are the lights. Second thing you'll notice is the grille in front. So this one has a, I don't know if I want to say more aggressive grille, but it has a different grille compared to the old one. Now, like, what I like about the new one is that the grille has white lights or blue lights or cool white lights on front, while this one still has halogens, which is crazy, that decision they made to make the bottom lights halogens instead of cool white. I don't like that. So this one, I like the fact that the bottom has cool white lights. Moving on, the next thing that I would want to talk about is basically the rims. Now this is a controversial one. The rims for this one look as they are. They're still both 18s, which is dope by the way. They're still both 18s, but the designs are different. This is the facelifted design, and this is the original Polo GTI designs. Now for me, guys, I'll be honest, these ones take the cake. For me, these ones take the cake. You can let me know which ones for you look way better, but for me, nah, that one takes the cake. So on this one, you do have the black edition. So it comes with different alloys, which look their part for the style that they were going for. On the black edition, you have the badge there. Instead of the silver, you have black. So it has its own character to what it is. And mostly, I would say that's more the differences between these two cars. Now, I will say this one looks a bit more bulkier than this one. Maybe it has more presence, but it looks a bit more bulkier than this one. The exhaust, guys, what can I say about the exhaust? It looks it looks the same. But now that I'm behind here, you would see that that is not a diffuser, but you see that the tail of this car, it even has reflectors right there. It looks different, completely different, the tail of the original Polo GTI. So I don't know which one you guys would prefer, but they completely look different. The brake calipers are still red, which I like that touch. You still have the GTI on there. It's the same thing on the other side. You still have your parking sensors completely to the side, which is the same. And I guess now we can go into the inside. So I know my car, so I'll get into this one and review the changes. Now, coming into this car, you would notice that it still has a instrument cluster, which is the same as my car, but this one is fully kitted out. As you can see at the top, you can see at the bottom, it has a lot of driving features because of this thing right here. And on the steering wheel, you can see that it has adaptive cruise, it has cruise control and all of those stuff. This looks a bit more smoother than my car. And the infotainment, what is different on here, you do have your ambient lighting, but I think on these models the ambient lighting can change colors. So let's just find that out. You have your aircon, so a completely different menu from my car. I'll also show my car in conjunction to this one. It feels smooth, so you have your aircon over there, which you can turn on. Okay, so on this car you can actually control the aircon through the screen, which is, and then you have also your buttons at the bottom, so you can control it through the screen and you can control it through here. And please add washer fluid. This car tells you if washer fluid is done. My car doesn't for some reason. And what's weird, this car has my car on display. This one has the original Polo GTI on display, which is crazy by the way. That's interesting. Tire monitor. So this is in sport. Selection driver's cockpit. Okay, that is that. Okay, it seems like you can change the ambient lighting color here. Door background lighting, footwell lighting. Yeah, it doesn't seem like you can change the colors, the ambient lighting on this one. So that's exactly the same as on my car. And the rest you can get Android Auto and Apple CarPlay on here, which is App Connect. You can see you have those there. The steering looks a bit different. It's still a flat bottom, which I really love. Audis and VWs, I really love that. But the badging here is a bit different. All in all, the steering feels like an overhaul. The pedal shifters feel a bit smaller compared to my car. They feel very smaller compared to my car. And on the middle here, you have your gear lever, which has completely changed as well. You have your setting here. This is ESC off and on. These are your modes. So when you click that, it will cycle through on the screen. Right now we're on sport. Let's feel it a bit. Feels like it sounds the same. So you have that. You have your 2 chargers there. This doesn't have wireless charger, so this doesn't have the option. My car does have the option. And you have your bin right here, which is exactly the same as on my car. Other differences, of course, is that these has leather seats. Mine has Alcantara / leather, which I do prefer because on a hot day, these ones feel very hot. These ones have only leather. The newer versions do have GTI embedded on here, and that's like the only difference with the newer versions to the old versions. So let's get in the back. So the back feels exactly also the same. The interior feels exactly also the same. You have your chargers right there, which are convenient. You have space. Do you have space? You have space. Exactly the materials as in my Polo. So what I can say has changed with the 2 cars is, one, the outside, which are the lights, the front parts, the back parts, and yeah, those are what changed on the outside. And the infotainment. I think this one has a more slightly advanced infotainment compared to my car. So let's go to the boot and see what has changed on the boot. So at the back, you still have the small boot of the Polo GTI. I recently saw Reba's review or video she posted, and she complained about this a lot. This is the first thing that I complained about when I got my car as well. But you have your spare wheel on there, and there's a battery beneath that spare wheel. So that is why this car has a smaller boot than the TSI. And apart from that, just let me know, which car would you pick? You have, let's say you have 500,000, and you can either get a second-hand Polo GTI, the facelift, or you can either get a second-hand Polo GTI, the original version. No guys, this one, maybe it's because it's my car, but yo, I love this car. You can let me know in the comment section beneath if I'm choosing this one because that it's mine, or if it's actually the right car to buy. But these are the 2 GTIs. I absolutely think these cars are the best. And obviously, thank you to Barons Cape Town for providing this car for me. Maybe I'll work with them in the future. There's something brewing there, I can tell. So, beautiful car. But this is the original version. Let me know in the comment section which one you like. I know you guys are waiting for a road trip. I know you guys are waiting for a road trip, but it's the beginning of the year, so let's just start things slowly, guys. Let's just start things slowly, and then we'll gradually get there. But there are some trips that I'm planning. I have to go home soon for maybe a month or 2 weeks because I didn't go home in December. So I will be taking Cape Town to Durban, and then Durban to Johannesburg, and then Johannesburg to Mpumalanga. Hopefully that will happen, and it won't happen unless you guys continue sharing, watching these videos, and subscribing to the channel. This is a channel car, so there's a lot that we still have to do with this car. Also, those plates might need to change. I need WP plates.
Now I think the verdict is clear on this one. Obviously I would pick my car, not because the new GTI isn't worth it. Few things I noticed about the new GTI is it's more quieter inside. It's more redefined from the past GTI, which was expected. But I still would pick my car any day of the month. It's just because it's my car. But the facelift puts up a hard argument. I love them both, by the way. So you can let me know in the comment section which one do you think looks better. Anyway, thank you for watching. It's love and peace.